The patient's referred to the hospital from their GP, usually because they've got a high PSA reading or an abnormal rectal examination. We place them onto our prostate cancer pathway, and that's a specially formulated management pathway so that it guides the patient in the whole journey across his health issues related to the prostate. The first thing we need to do is to take a history from them and evaluate them, examine the prostate gland. If they have suspicion, we would usually do an MRI scan of the prostate, and we have a great service at Monash Health to enable us to do that. And then once we know that they're at risk, we actually organise biopsies for them. That's a series of small needles placed into the prostate gland, taking a small core of tissue with each needle, and the biopsies are taken whilst he's asleep. We've found that it's very difficult to access enough theatre time to do that, therefore targeted a new way of doing the biopsies, which is a similar approach but under local anaesthetic in the clinic. And we can actually obtain excellent quality biopsies without subjecting the man to an anaesthetic, and in fact without being able to do far more cases per week. Once the biopsies are found as being positive, he continues on the prostate cancer pathway, including discussion in our special multidisciplinary clinic, and then we offer the various treatment options as appropriate.
I'll start at 2000 when I had missed a couple of PSA tests, and I was back in Melbourne to study and got the results with a blood test, and then because the PSA or the prostate-specific antigen was a bit high, so I had a biopsy, and they said, oh, well, it's come back as a Gleason score. I think it was 6 at the time. This is 2000. We're taking it out. And I went, no, you're not. It's not coming out. And I was pretty angry. I was angry at myself for having missed the blood test. And I was also angry that I had it. At that time, it was not coming out. I wanted to find another way of dealing with it. And when I eventually did what's called active management at the time, or active surveillance as it's known now.
Making a decision is sometimes difficult for the man and their families to decide if they're given a choice, which way to go. So we're there to guide them, to find the information, to help them make the decision, to liaise with the urologist if we think they need further information. The wives or the partners, they're often concerned about how their partner's going to cope, and they want to assist them, they want to do something, they want to support them. So I find that I support the partners and the wives to support their men.
I guess I was more worried about maintaining the relationship. Okay, I've got it. How I got it's a bit of a side issue now because I can't do anything about it. What can I do now to deal with it? Whether that's change my diet or whatever it might do. But I couldn't do anything about it. It was more, what do I do about it now, moving forward, and what can I do to make changes around that?
But I think that's what scares men. I think the unknown of what the treatment looks like and how that can end for you. And I think they'd probably, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they'd probably be surprised in the inobtrusive manner in which it's done these days.